Benavidez is a hell of a fighter. I like Benavidez. Like the show. I can't say three. It's so. We got John Davis. We got four. Devin. There's so many. It's this guys and the little guy from Japan. Yeah, they ain't got some good fighters too. So you got a lot of fighters from overseas. A lot of good fighters out there. I'm not gonna lie. If I head up to Jake Paul, I like Jake Paul hustle. All in all, Jake Paul, he popped that shit.
This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the USF Bulls and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bulls ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running inside, it's Bernard. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Messer. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He might want another play. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown. Set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
On the run, it's Collins. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Van Buren. Complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll run it. Picks up the 1st down. Could be an alley. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, USF.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Breaks the tackle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Shakes off the defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They should.
Maybe some room here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Isaac. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. I guess everywhere on the field is 4-down territory. They convert for the 2nd time on this drive.
And staying aggressive. If you come in with a plan and you say you're going to be aggressive and you're going to go for it on 4th down, that's who you are. That's what you are. Sticking to it. And when you have this much success, I expect more 4th down conversions. I expect more going for it on 4th down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Isaac.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Isaac. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And That's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Holloway. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Running inside. It's Isaac. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 9 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Pitt able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bulls use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this could happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Collins. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the left. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They got Zippo zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Take it. 95-96 Prince. 95-96 Prince. Ready, go.
Trying to surge it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Florida.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Number 41, set to advance on the football.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Bernard. Got a little press. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. They found a way to get in the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to throw. It's Van Buren. That's reeled in. It's Rogers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Rides to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Makes a connection. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, this defense is going to have to do a better job at communicating. That guy was just way too wide open. In a 2-minute situation, you have got to make it way more difficult on the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it down the field. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. It's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the two-point conversion.
Well, they came up with a massive touchdown, but this next play is even bigger. You need a two-point conversion to tie this thing. There are only seconds left on the game clock. This is the play that people will point back to. If they get it, that maybe won them the game.
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a two-point try to tie the game. They want to throw it. Incomplete. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2.
South Florida, 14. Florida Atlantic, 12.
They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game, he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And we get our first look at Zion Chris. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Off-play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside. It's McClure. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The give to the back. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bulls offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Buys a little time. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Tulane. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. complete in the middle.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Looking for a crease to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the 1st. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running the red zone, it's Daniels. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
14, South Florida, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Going for it all. Makes a grab down the middle. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Number 41, set to kick this one.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Plucks it out of the air.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it along the sideline. He's at the tip. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulls. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback. And
time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulls! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This USF offense will open this drive right here. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bulls right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Gets a look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw it again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tulane! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Van Buren. Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 6 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's South Carolina in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
The Bulls head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. The run inside. It's Turner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ran through the contact. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Lost to throw again. Looking down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that didn't look like it was the right read.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going with the counter play here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Going for the marker on the ground. Touchdown, South Florida. And that one will put them up here in the second half. That drive was It's what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Running inside, it's Turner. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. Right back to it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays, now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that third down and short range.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, down on the USF sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll go right back to him. Shoots his way for more. Finding some room. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The lone back's got it. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This team has answered every challenge all season, unbeaten so far. But now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Third and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Van Buren. He's got him in the flat. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Bulls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulled down for the tackle. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good! And now the lead is even bigger. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.